Hello, welcome to Wednesday's functional fitness class, class B. Right, before I forget, I'm going to have 2 weeks off at Easter. Woohoo! So next Wednesday, the 6th, will be the last class until I think it's the 27th. 6 and 14, no, it'll be the 21st, will it? No, because schools break up at the end of next week, I think. And then it's because Easter is a bit, anyway, starting again on the 21st, I think only gives me 1 week off. So it's on the 27th. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the calendar. I had it all worked out, but it's round about the 27th. Anyway, I'll put a notice up. Sorry about that. So yes, welcome to the class. My phone's going mad here for some reason. Yes, so if you're new to the class, what you will need is a chair without any arms, a band, an exercise band, if you have one. If you don't, it doesn't matter. We don't use the band much on this one, do we? I think we only use it once. And tins of, these are tomatoes, or you can use weights if you want, whatever weight, whatever heaviness of weight suits you, but tins are pretty good. And that's it. All the exercises can be done or should be done at your own capability. So what we do is each exercise, we do 12 repetitions. If you can't do 12 repetitions, it doesn't matter. Just do as many as you can, and then 12 is something to aim for. If at any time you feel unwell or you want to have a wee rest, do. Although exercise should be challenging, you should feel, whew, that was quite hard, but sorry, I'm starting already. Should be quite hard, but not impossible and not painful. It's in 3 parts. We do a warm-up, which I'm just about to start. We do the main body of the exercise, and then we do stretching at the end. So without further ado, we're going to start, and I'm just going to do some walking on the spot. Now, it's very gentle. I don't want you to be marching like your life depended upon it. You just hardly take your feet off the floor at all, and do a slightly exaggerated swing with your arms, just to sort of mobilize your shoulders. But that's all it is. It's just very gentle. We're just going to do this for a little while. I'm just trying to think. Gives me a chance to think if I've missed anything out. I don't think I have at the moment, but probably I will. So we go. 3, 2, 1. Right, I'm going to go into a sort of routine that we do. I'm just going to move the chair out the way. So and I'm going to put the camera down just slightly. This routine is a good warm-up, and it does everything. It helps your balance, it helps your coordination, it helps warm up your muscles. It's good for strength as well, and it's good for mobilizing your joints. So I like it very much. So we're going to start with just doing a heel dig like that, and also at the same time anchor your elbows, and we're going to do a heel dig and a bicep curl with the opposite arm. I hope YouTube's okay today. It was playing up a bit last week, people said. Make sure you're doing the opposite arm and leg, and just nice and gentle. 3, 2, 1. Next thing we're going to do is just a step to the side like that. Prayer hands, and as you step to the side, your arms push out. Okay, try and keep your knees pointing forwards. Imagine you've got headlights on your knees, and as this leg comes out, this knee bends, and keep it pointing forwards. Don't let it sort of sneak in or out to the side. 3, and you're pushing the air away. 2, 1. And then you're going to take a step back, just a small step back, and at the same time, you're going to push your arms out in front of you. And as you push your hands forward, splay them, and as you bring your arm in, create a fist. So you're going like that. So you're going back. So your arm and your leg go out at the same time. Make sure you're going back, your leg is going back and not forwards. And don't forget those headlights on your knee. You don't want your knee, you don't want knee drift. 3, 2, 1. And then the last one is just a toe tap. Just a toe tap like that. And at the same time, you're just going to swing your arm. Three, 2, 1. Now, what we're going to do is put all those together. So we're going to do them one after the other into a little routine. And this is where the coordination and the memory bit comes in, because you've got to remember what you're doing. You've got to concentrate on what you're doing. And you've got to be coordinated. So we'll start quite slowly. So we're going to start with a heel dig. And then we're going to go on to a side step. And then back. And then a toe tap. So we're doing a heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. Heel dig. And then to the side. And then back. And then the toe tap. Heel dig. And side. We're going to start after this one. And we're going to start getting slightly faster. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. 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 Heel dig, a bit faster. Side. Back. Toe tap. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. 3 more times. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. Heel dig. Side. Back. Toe tap. Whew. You should be feeling nicely warmed up now. I always feel like somebody on, what did it used to be called? Play school. Did you manage that, children? Well done. So we're going to go into the main body of the exercise now. Well, I'm a bit puffed now. And the first thing we're going to do, because I'm very nice, I'm going to let you sit down. I'm just going to get rid of these cans because I don't really want to sit on them. So we're just going to do sitting towards the front of the chair. Don't lean back. Let your own muscles support you. Have your hands here, thighs parallel, knees at 90 degrees. Have your ankles under your knees. I'm just going to turn to one side and then back to the middle and back. And that's all we're going to do. And this is 2. And this just is a bit of a warm up and a bit of a twist as well. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last one. 12. Fab. Now, standing up, if you can stand up without using your hands, do so. If you need to swing your arms to do it, you can. The very last resort, put your hands on your knees to get yourself up. But if you can, stand up without using your hands. That's what we need you to do. Right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to use it. This is good for core. It's good for your abdominals. You're just going to raise one leg like that. Now you can use this as a balancing exercise as well if you want. So see if you can raise your knee until your thigh is parallel with the floor. Okay? And if you want to do that alone, alternately like that, that's absolutely fine. But if you're a bit more hardcore and adventurous, at the same time as you raise your leg, raise your other arm. Okay, so I'm going to do that one. And it's up to you what you do. But it's more beneficial definitely for your balance if you can use your arm at the same time. And I'll try not to fall over. So we're ready. So 1, 2, 3. It's quite good putting your arm up. Sort of balances you. 4, 5, 6. Oops. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quite pleased with my balance today. How was that for you? Good, I hope. Right, we need your tins. Or your weights if you're using them. I'm just going to move this again. So this is a very easy one. It's a lateral raise. Have your hands by your sides, your palms facing inwards, feet hip width apart. And you're just going to raise the tin up to there and then lower it again. Don't let gravity blonk it down. So you're actually raising and then you're lowering. And we're going to do 12. So if you started copying me before, then you'll do 13. 1, 2. You only need to raise it to shoulder height. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is good for practicing if you've got heavy shopping bags like that. 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, good. The next one. This is the one I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this in. I'll have a think about it over Easter. I might not keep it in. It's the skaters. It's the one where you take a step to the side and go behind. Oh no, you turn your body as well. So you're turning like that. And you don't have to take a very big step. You can take just a small step if you want. But it's just getting the twist. Now be careful. You're overbalanced when one leg's behind the other. So be very careful about balance. If you need to hold on, I'm not sure how you would do this holding on. Oh, I suppose you can, yes. It's up to you. Okay, so we're going to do. So we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's good for balance and for twisting. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hurts me there, actually, gets me there. I'm not sure about that one. So, I'm just looking at the order of this. Yeah, we'll do this. So, this is the one we do need the band for. Sitting down. If you don't have the band, just do the movement without the band. It'll be okay. But if you could get a band, it would be good. So, you're sitting at the front of your seat with your knees forward. Of course, your knees are forward. I meant your thighs parallel. Take the band, put the band under your knees, and then flip it over like that. And then allow your knees to close and hold the band like that. Okay, so there's not too much tension, but there is a bit in your knees. Okay, and that's where you start and where you finish. So that these muscles here at the side of your hips are constantly under tension. Okay, so, and then we're going to go. Open your knees as far as you can. Hold it for a couple of seconds. 1, 2. Your feet don't move. Well, your feet might go on their side, but they don't move outwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really pull against that band. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quite, I can feel it there. Oh, right. Let me just see. It's getting good for balance and pulls my hamstrings. Nice to know, Prue. Thank you. Right, so you need your tins again, just one tin. And we're going to start by having our hands on the chair, back flat, legs straight. If you feel this pulls on your hamstrings a bit, you can bend your knees a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take the tin and hold it down here. And then we're just going to raise it up to shoulder height. 1, nice and slow, and then place it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep everything stable. It's only your arm that moves. 7, 8. It is really good for your back. 9, 10, 11, 12. And then swap hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do it while we're here. The next one, keep the chair there. Have your hands here. You don't need the tins. And then get your balance. Put your hands on your hips. And you're going to bow. So you're going to go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may have gone a bit wonky with the counting again. 8, 9. Sorry about the counting. 10. Now concentrate. 11, 12. There we go. Good one. Right, ankle raises. Now, I was looking at a video of somebody that he's another personal trainer. I like the stuff he does. And he was talking about ankles and calves and how having strong ankles, I'm going to put it up a wee bit, having strong ankles is good. It was actually in relation to running, but having strong ankles is good for balance, because if your ankles give way and things, it makes you a bit wobbly. So he was doing one thing that's really good. I don't know if people, this is not part of the, this session, but I'm just going to show you. So if you can, just pretend you're skipping. You don't need a skipping rope, but just bouncing on your ankles. And if you do that for 20 seconds and then have a bit of a rest and then do it 5 times. Okay, even now doing it, I can feel it. If you've got poor knees and things, if you've got arthritis in your knees and things, probably not a very good idea, because it's a bit of an impact. But what we're going to do, there's 2 ways you can do it. Well, 3 ways. Remember, we're going to do the ankle up and down. Now, this is really good. This is not a balancing exercise, but if you want to try balancing at the same time, that's fine. But don't let me trying to balance take away from how you do the exercise. So you can either just go up on our toes like that, or if you've got stairs, you can have drop your heel over the stairs and come up on your toes from there. It just gives you wider range of movement. Or what we're going to do today, this is hardcore, is we're going to do one-legged, I don't know if I can do one-legged raises actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 6 one-legged raises and then the other 6 on 2, and then swap legs and do 6 on that leg and then go back to the 2. Does that sound all right? So hanging on, we're going to go up 1, just keep this leg up and down. Just show you sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Up and down. You may not be able to get up very far to begin with. 3, 4, I need to practice this as well. 5, 6, and now both feet. 7, feels a lot easier. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then straight into the other one-legged one. 1, 2, tough this, isn't it? 3, 4, try not to pull yourself up with your hand that you're holding on with. 5, 6, 7, oh, 7, sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done if you managed all that. I can't believe what a difference it makes doing one leg at a time. I really need to practice that. I do. Right, oh yes, boxing. So, we're going to do uppercuts rather than straight punching. We're going to do it that way. 30 seconds, have a bit of a rest, and then another 30 seconds. So feet at least hip width apart, adopt the stance, and we're going to start 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're doing that movement. Oh, 30 seconds, a long time when you're enjoying yourself. Get into a rhythm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Ooh, feel it there. You ready? Again, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Whoa, this is tough, this. Give it some welly. 3, 2, 1, stop. Woo! That is a bit. Right. You thought you were getting away without doing squats, but we're not. We're going to do some squats now. Maybe I should introduce more squats because we do 2 sets of squats in class A. So maybe I should introduce 2 sets of squats in class B. I'm not happy with just 1 set. Anyway, remember, a squat is sitting down without the chair. It's not your knees coming over like that. Now, we're going to use something slightly different today. What a lot of people do when they squat is they go down, but they bow. And they feel they're squatting, but they're only going down like that because their torso is moving. It's this bit that they're moving, rather than a squat should be down, and when you come up, it should be your thigh and your bum. So when we come up, we're going to go down. Even if you're only going down that far, that's fine. We're going to come up a little bit, but not straighten like we usually do, so that you're constantly under tension and you concentrate on these going down and then up and down. So you get used to your hips and your thighs going up and down, okay? If you want to, if you feel, when you do a squat, your weight's in your heels as well. Not right back like that, but it is going back. Sorry, my knee's gone a bit funny. But if you want, you can do it holding on. If you don't feel very balanced, holding on, and you're coming up and you're going down. And you don't face the floor, you face forward. It's as if you've got an eye in your chest and you're looking forward. Your feet are at least hip width apart. Toes slightly turned out makes it a little bit easier. Try not to let your knees come in. I think that's all the information I have to impart. So we're going to do 12. Okay, so ready? I usually have my hands here, it just balances me a bit. So you can do what you like with your hands. Going down, and then only coming up to there. 2. Push up with your heels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just feel these. It's that bit moving. 9, 10, 11, 12. If you were doing that correctly, correct technique is really important in the squat. If you were doing it correctly, you should have found it pretty hard towards the end because your legs are constantly under tension. The tension is not being relieved. They're constantly under tension. Anyway, well done for doing that. So now we're going into our high intensity bit. And the high intensity, if you remember, is running on the spot. Use your arms, but your arms won't go at the same speed as your legs. But use your arms like that, and your feet hardly come off the ground, going very, very fast. That's how I'll be running. I'm running Manchester Marathon on Sunday, so I don't know what state I'll be in next Wednesday to do the class. I may not be able to do it with you, particularly the squats, but we'll see. Anyway, we're going to do 3 lots of 20 seconds with a 40-second rest in between. Okay, so if you adopt the position, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Tiny, tiny little steps, using your arms as well, but don't try and make your arms go the same speed as your legs. 17, 18, 19, 20, stop. How was that? I hope you feel your heart pounding. I should have said, of course, if at any time you find it very difficult to catch your breath, more so than the usual panting, or if you start to get chest pains or you start to feel a tightness in your chest or anything that worries you, stop immediately. But you should be okay. I think most of you seem to be okay doing it. We've got another 10 seconds and we're going to go again. 40 seconds flies by. 3, 2, 1, off you go. $17, $18, $19, $20. Well done. Yes, just a reminder that next week will be the last class before Easter. And I think it's about the 27th that we're resuming, but it's the week after Easter Monday, not the same week as Easter Monday. So it's the week after. Easter's quite late this year, isn't it? So going again in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Last one, give it a good bit of welly. Get those feet going. Quick, 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 quick feet. $17, $18, $19, $20. Well done. Did you manage all 3? As usual, if you've enjoyed the class, we're going to go into stretching in a minute. If you've enjoyed the class, you can buy me a coffee, as it were, on the link. Some of you have the link. Some of you might want to look in the comments section under the video, and there'll be a link there. If you want to contact me, if you've got any questions, or you just want to have a look at the Facebook page, there's quite a lot of information there on my Facebook page and the Over 50 Fitness Facebook page. And the link is there in the comments section as well, where there's a descriptor of the class, where it says this is the class for, I think it says the class for older people who find everyday tasks becoming more difficult. If you click on that underneath in the same section, there's the links. Okay, so we're going to do the stretching now, for which you need the chair, obviously. Same old, starting with the calf. So back leg straight, front leg bent. Both feet pointing in the same direction. Leaning forward, keeping your heel on the floor. You feel the stretch up your calf, sort of behind your knee. And then bend your back knee slightly. Your heel will come off the floor. That's Bobby. That's my daughter's dog. He's staying here at the moment. And you feel this stretch when you do it this way, going down into your Achilles tendon. And then swap legs. You can hear the other dog scratching upstairs, so he's going to investigate. Just check that your feet are pointing in the same direction. Gently bend your back knee. Heel comes off the floor, just a tad. And you can feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. Oops, sorry. It's saying my connection is unstable, so I don't know what's happening with that. Anyway, we'll just have to soldier on. Put your hands behind your back and try and kick your hands with your heel. This stretches your thigh muscles at the front of your leg, and also it uses your hamstrings, the muscles at the back of your legs. So it's strengthening those and stretching the quads. What's not to like? If you can't reach your hand with your heel, it doesn't matter. Just do it as far as you can without injuring yourself. And eventually, hopefully, you might be able to reach it one day. 3, 2, 1. Right. Sitting down now, we're going to stretch the hamstrings. Sitting at the front of the chair. Knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, sitting up nice and straight. Just check your posture, hands above your head. And then one leg goes out, toe pulled back. Sitting nice and straight, you're leaning forward from the hips, not from the waist. It's almost as if you're leaning forward, not down. You've got an eye in the front of your chest. You're leaning that way. Ooh, ouchie, ouchie. Keeping your toe pulled back makes it more ouchie. You may need to put your hands on your upper shin or your knee. It depends how far forward you can go. I'm quite bendy, but you go at your own capability. So stretching should feel challenging, but shouldn't feel painful. And then sitting up. Same on the other side, toe pulled back, sitting up nice and straight. And forward you go. From the hips, not from the waist. And then sitting up again. Just let's see what somebody's written. Lost connection briefly. Yes, it did. It flickered, so I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's my. It may be the weather, because the weather affects my Sky dish, so it may be that. Right. Sitting on the chair, at the front and sideways, this way. And this leg out behind you, sitting up nice and straight. Yes, so I'm resting this week. I'm not running this week in preparation for the marathon. Oh, quite looking forward to it, actually. Stretching these muscles here. And then swinging round. Oops. And yeah, keep your eye on my Facebook page, because I'll be posting pictures of me with my medal, hopefully. Right, standing up, arms at shoulder height, palms facing forwards, and you're going round the tree at shoulder height, and then dip your head. It's almost as if you're trying to get your shoulder blades apart, and it stretches the muscles at the top of your back, shoulder muscles. And then if you can, interlink your fingers behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. So now put your hands there and try and get your elbows together, or just do it that way. If you're interlinking your fingers, just lift your arms. Okay, and then we're going to finish with the way that we usually finish the other one. Sitting down, remember, don't use the back of the chair to support you. Just look at the floor. Put your hand on your crown. Don't push, just let the weight of your hand gently push your head down. And then look up. And then turn your head as far as you can to the left. Don't use your shoulders, just your head. And put your right hand on the right hand side of your face. And try and turn your head back to the center, but resist with this hand. So you're putting up a fight, you're creating tension in your neck. And then release everything and see if you can turn your head just a little bit more to the left and hold it there for a couple more seconds. And then bring your head back to the center. And then, turn your head to the right. Left hand on the left hand side of your face. Same again, try and turn your head back to the center. Resist with your hand, create the tension in your neck. And then release and see if you can turn your head a little bit more to the right. And then bring your head back to the center. And that's it. Thank you very much. I shall see you next week. And I was going to say Happy Easter, but it's not Happy Easter yet, is it? I shall just see you next week.